These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is Spaceman, and they will have a power advantage here. And they'll be facing Showboat. And they'll be fighting in the cruiserweight division. Heavy-handed guys that move a little quicker than heavyweights. And they do have a reach advantage here.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
First up, Spaceman from the United States of America. They are the SCI, IBF, and WBO champ. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here. Up against them, Showboat.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America, wearing the purple trunks with green trim, the current SCI, IBF, and WBO champion of the world, Spaceman. Fighting out of the blue corner from Sierra Leone, wearing the black trunks with light green.
We've waited a long time. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. That uppercut digging to the body. Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And down goes Showboat. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? And Showboat is down to the canvas. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to...
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Well, you can't do that, can you? A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. It somehow weathered the storm. Oh my God, Johnny! Will the referee stop it? And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
Whoa, Johnny. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. And right back. Hold up. And Showboat has just been knocked down. How about that impact? Let's see that again. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and the...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. Up first.
This bout is scheduled.
So they stare into... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Nice hook. Just misses with that uppercut. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The referee really thinking about stopping it. And down goes Showboat. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him. You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good. First up. So much. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Multiple world titles are on the line. A chance to really become a legend here and make some real history. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And down goes the Bobcat. The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Hard, he's up. I'd be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. What's the referee thinking right now? And the Bobcat goes down. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
I've got to see that again.
Is there... Oh, he's just taking a big breath, and here we go again. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they... the slaughter.
Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! And somehow, hold that thought! So much for defensive abilities, and that'll put the Bobcat down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So time to go celebrate after a...